Okay, I think we're working. Okay. All right, we're good. We're good. Oh, I'm turn that way down. Actually, yeah, I have a new mic, so I'm testing it. You'll see. I have a mic. Hi there. Where's the mic actually? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Let's actually put it on. Okay, how was that? Good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Hi. Um, this is just gonna be a quick. May not be quick, but it's gonna be a stream. Um, so what we're mostly doing here are questions. Just gonna answer questions, and we're also gonna be talking about some things. Um, Things to expect on the channel, things to be looking out for. Um, okay, we're gonna do this here. So let's jump into here. You, whatever. Save. One moment, I'm just getting rid of the, I'm just getting out of my game here. Okay. Now I'm gonna be able to see things. Cool. So I've got a couple of questions already. Where are they? There you are. Here. In a live stream with Roxy on here, but DM me if you want to answer questions here. Okay. If you want me to answer questions here. I'm mostly asking questions. Mostly having you guys ask me questions. So, like, well, the first answer I've got, the first question I've got is from a good friend of mine, Birdie. She goes by. They go by. I think they. I guess any pronouns work. I think with them, right? Yep, any of them work. So they say, "Do you consider me as a friend?" Yeah. Yes. Um, you have shown me no reason why I shouldn't consider you a friend. So, and a few reasons as to why I should. So, So yeah, that's my answer to that. You show me you show me no reason to not see you as a friend. You show me at least a few reasons to why I should see you as one. So take that how you will. Crystal asks, because of fucking course she does, would you still love me if I were a worm on a string? Yes. I don't care. I don't, like, huh? It's a dumbass question. And then Christy also asks, what's your favorite food? That's actually a good question. I really like... So are we talking about favorite food? Or favorite dish? Because they're different things. Favorite meal, favorite food, and favorite dish are going to give you three different answers. So, well, for favorite meal, if I had to choose, so let's reword this. If I got to choose a last meal, if I was on death row, and they say, okay, we're frying you tomorrow. We're going to give you a last meal, whatever you want. What do you want? This is my answer would be this. And this is kind of a long answer, but it's my last meal, so fuck it. I would get, I would do an order of Gordon Ramsay scrambled eggs with pancetta, with fried pancetta, or that, or halloumi Iberico bacon, and I'd have a glass of Sunny D with that. And then I would also do an order of. I have to do. If it's just got to be like a dinner, for like the dinner portion, I would do for the lunch portion. So let's do this. If I had like one day to live, right? This is my last day. Whatever you want for your 3 meals, we'll get you. For my breakfast, I would do Gordon Ramsay scrambled eggs, halloumi Iberico, ham, bacon, sourdough toast with butter, that or a baguette with butter and jam. Yeah, a baguette with butter and grape jam or grape jelly. And then I would do a mimosa with that. For lunch, I would do I would do there's a ramen place I really love called Noodle Cat. It's up in Cleveland. And I would have a bowl of their tonkatsu ramen with pork chashu, 6-minute ramen egg, that they do 6-minute ramen eggs that they soak in sake and like sweeten and like mirin and soy sauce. They soak them and let them basically ferment in this sauce, and then they cut them and put them in your ramen. I would do their amazing tonkatsu ramen with pork chashu and their 6-minute ramen eggs with a cup of green tea and a let's do a cup of green tea and a Virgil's root beer at exactly 32 degrees Fahrenheit, no ice. And then for dinner, I would have a filet mignon from Shula Steakhouse at the Swan Resort at Walt Disney World. I would do their filet mignon with a lobster tail on the side. I would have a bucket of snow crab legs, palm puree, my dad's oven fried Brussels sprouts with bacon, or I would do them with pancetta. I would have a charcuterie board with prosciutto, with prosciutto di Parma, sopressata, capicola, provolone, baked brie with honey, and walnuts, bacon wrapped candied dates. With that I would have a bottle of there's an amazing port wine called there's an amazing port. I would have a really nice aged red port, a bottle of red port, and just a shot of Hennessy XO cognac. That or Weller Red, Weller 107 proof bourbon, made into an old fashioned, with Weller 107 proof bourbon. If that was my last day to live, and I knew when I go to bed I'm not waking up, I need a last drink, and I would finish the day with a good cigar. I would finish the day, if I could get anything, I would finish the day with a Cuban cigar. Well, but that's my answer. For favorite food, for favorite food, steak. I love steak. If it's prepared right, cooked right, beautiful crust, rested for 5 to 10 minutes, cooked to a perfect medium rare, salt, pepper, nothing's better. No, there's no dish in the world that's better. Seriously. Okay, sorry about all the talk of death, but next question. So I'm gonna. Can somebody clip that and send that to Birdie, because there's no way I'm fucking writing all that shit down. But yeah, I just send them like, hey, if I had a day to live, that would be my meal plan. And I do think about this quite a bit. I think about death quite a lot. But we'll get there. If you can bring one species back from extinction, what would it be? And it doesn't have to be some deep, meaningful reason. The blue Spix macaw. 100 goddamn %. The blue Spix macaw. They went extinct due to irresponsible deforestation practices in the Amazon rainforest, and we have to do better. So, yeah, blue Spix macaw, aka Blue and Jewel from Rio. If you had to choose only one character as your favorite from any game, who would it be? Oh shit. Oh shit. How the fuck do I answer that? How do you answer that? I look. For favorite, fuck. How do I put that? Ooh. Oh, I love him. But I actually... damn, I can't say that. I can't say him because I do it in a different headcanon. Shall I just say it? Falco Lombardi from Star Fox. Specifically from Star Fox Assault. Falco Lombardi is a fucking badass in that game. He's insane. He's a maniac. And he gives me such a vibe of what it's like to be a soldier and to be tired of the war and all the bullshit and all the fighting. Star Fox Assault, Falco is just a man who wants to go home and hang out. He just wants to go home and drink a beer. He doesn't want to fucking fight anymore. He's sick and tired of it. And I love that. He is a great depiction of a man who's broken by war and a man who's been broken down enough to the point where he just doesn't give a fuck anymore. That or Tails from, and this is going to be fucking controversial, I specifically really like Tails from Sonic Colors. That or Sonic Lost World. I think Sonic Lost World Tails has just this sense of take no shit from it, take no shitism. He doesn't take anybody's bullshit in that game. He's also sick and tired of life and just wants to fucking go home. That's literally the game where Sonic and Tails have a fight over like trust. And he's just like, where Sonic's just like, I'm teaming up with Eggman for this because he's like, yeah, because you don't trust me to do the fucking job. You know, yeah, because you don't want me to do the job. Because you're tired of me carrying this fucking team on my back. You know, and it's some bull. He's basically calling Sonic out on this bullshit of, well, I carry you on my back all fucking day. Because he carries the fucking games. So either Tails from Sonic Lost World or Falco Lombardi from Star Fox Assault. Either of those. Okay, next question. If you could be any character from any game, who would it be? Oh, shit. I want to be any character in any of my games, any of my favorite games. Because, look, my favorite games of all time are Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, which, no. I really fucking like, most of my favorite games are like, I'm a casual. You know, I'm sort of a fake gamer. Like my favorite games are like WWE, 2K. Like my favorite game of all time is my favorite video game of all time is SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Like I'm not but if I had to give an answer to that, if I could be any character from any game, who would it be? It'd probably be Falco. A, he's a bird. B, he's like 6'3" and jacked. He's like 6'3" and jacked. And that military pension is going to be fucking amazing when I fucking fight for my VA benefits. You know? He's a fucking war hero. Who doesn't want to be a war hero? Except anybody who's ever seen anything about war. You know? Question from Crystal. Well, how come you sound upset? I'm not upset. Any other questions? Do we have any other questions? These have all been really good. If we don't have any other questions, I'll just start talking about shit. But I I'll answer some questions that I can come up with because I've got some interesting ones. First of all, I've heard this question a few times. Is Derek Waterston my real name? No, it's not. I'm not going to bring up my real name. I'm not going to say it. Some people here know it. Others don't, and that's fine for me. It's fine by me. And so if you're, and also if you're wondering where Derek came from, the name came from, first of all, the last name Waterston comes from a character of mine named Cassius Waterston, who was my main draftee in the Furry Basketball Association. And then secondly, the name Derek comes from my first boss, actually. I got inspired I named myself because when I got my first job at a country club, Portage Country Club to be exact, my boss's name was Derek, and I really liked his name, and so I just took it and named myself Derek Waterston, and that was my name. Can somebody please be like writing these down? I'm sorry, like what I'm saying, write it down because I'm gonna keep forgetting. If you're watching, but like another thing is, like there's I'm gonna take a question from the James Lipton when he interviewed Robin Williams on Inside the Actor Studio lecture series. He asked him, we see, you are a man of legalized insanity. Where did the insanity begin? So where did the insanity begin? In other words, where was I born? A bunch of you guys know this. Everybody here probably knows this. I was born in Orlando, Florida. Well, I actually wasn't born in Orlando, Florida. My birth certificate says Celebration, Florida. And my birth certificate says Celebration, Florida because I was born on Disney property. I was not born in Orlando. I was not born in Orlando Hospital. I was born in Florida Hospital Celebration, which is the hospital that's on Disney property. It's no longer called Florida Hospital Celebration. It's no longer called Celebration Hospital or Florida Hospital. It goes under a different name now. Some other company bought it, but when I was born, it was called Celebration Hospital, and so my official birth certificate, my legal birth certificate says Celebration, Florida, but I grew up in Gotha. I grew up in Metro West, and I grew up in Gotha, which is like the hick portion of which is the bring ding 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 portion of which is like the backwoods version of Orlando. Lived next to a guy who sold boiled peanuts out of the back of his truck, which was fun, and avocados. We had a kumquat tree in our front yard, but then I moved up to Ohio, and I've been in or around Akron, Ohio ever since. But my hometown, what I consider my hometown, is a little town called Wadsworth, Ohio. Go Grizzlies. Now I live in Akron, so, Yeah, I'm sorry. A lot of my guys here can't be on the stream, so they're going to be texting me. I'll tell them what they say, and I will answer, and I'll write out my answer to them. But as I'm doing this, I want to bring up some things that are going to be happening on this channel because, you know, I like to keep people informed, right? And so, actually, I'll end the stream here. I'll end this stream here, but I'm going to be recording a video now, and in that video, we'll be talking about some things that are coming up, some things that I'll be doing, fun things. You know, just a channel update, right? We'll also introduce some things, and we'll talk about some things. Some things are staying, some things aren't. Oh, I have a good question. Have you seen the Frozen movies? I've seen the first one. I've not seen the second one. I thought the first one was bad. I thought the first one was okay, but it was at that point in Disney movies where it was so obvious that all the Disney princess movies were just there to sell merch to young girls, and I felt creeped out about it. I don't like child. I am a huge person. I am a huge advocate against predatory marketing towards children. And I don't like it when movie companies when movie companies market to make movies specifically to market for children, specifically to market to children. So I'm not a big fan of Disney for that. I loved Big Hero 6, and I really liked Big Hero 6, and I loved Zootopia when it came out. And still do love Zootopia. It's still one of my favorite movies of all time. But I am not a big fan of any of the other Disney movies. I think I just don't like movies that are designed to sell things to children. So I'll answer this question. Okay, other question. What's your all-time favorite video game? I actually already answered this in my answer for my what if I could be any character in any video game, what would it be? My favorite video game of all time is SmackDown: Here Comes the Pain for PlayStation. Played it on PlayStation 2 when I was young and loved it. I'm also a fan, but if I have to do a game that I've played recently, I am a big fan of a game called. I'm actually kind of a fan of. Didn't really get much love. First of all, I'm actually kind of a fan of Cyberpunk 2077, especially when it's modded. Especially when you actually mod it and make it good. It's when you can fix all of the problems with it through mods. It's very good, especially good nowadays. But my other favorite game that I've been playing recently is a game called Spirit of the North. The Xbox One version didn't get the Xbox Series S version, but I'm playing on Xbox One. It didn't get that good of reviews. But it kind of deserves those bad reviews. It's not that good of a game, but it is fun. I think it's one of my favorite games. that I've played recently. But so my all-time favorite video games of all time, my all-time favorite video games are SmackDown: Here Comes the Pain. I really loved. I really love Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero 3: Legends of Rock is on PlayStation 2 is probably my comfort game. And that goes into oh, I have another one. One of my other all-time favorite video games is Sonic Rush Adventure. That game slaps. That game goes fucking crazy. So I'm gonna put that one as well. And then also, would I ever play any rhythm games? I do play rhythm games. I play a ton of rhythm games. I play Dance Dance Revolution. I am a big fan of Dance Dance Revolution, and I am a big fan of Clone Hero. I just don't have a Clone Hero guitar. I do have a drum kit, so I play drums on there. But I mostly play Dance Dance Revolution or Stepmania if I want to play rhythm games. Yeah, but I also used to play Osu. I also used to play Os, and as well as Jubeat when it was up on iPad. And I also play Tunithm. I play and Tunithm, and also really want to go up and play Dance Rush Stardom up at this mall up in Minter. It's about an hour away from me, but if I ever get a chance, I'm gonna go up there and do it. What are your plans for the future, whether it be your own or for any relationships? My plans for the future are to not die. That's pretty much it. Get through college, get my life together, and then go out and write or find a job that allows me some sort of creative freedom to kind of work at my own pace, do my own thing, but also that has that's sort of regimented, but also I can kind of do my own thing. I would love to do copy editing for high school textbooks. It's actually kind of an idea for me. It's actually kind of an idea of mine. And if that doesn't work, I also so I'm actually going to ask I'm actually going to make this. Because, like, I could talk about, like, hey, I want to get this job, or hey, I want to do this, but, you know, the goal of life is to take shit one day at a time, right? If you don't take things one day at a time, you're just going to get horrendously overbooked. You're going to overbook yourself, and then you're going to freak out and collapse like I do. But if we're talking, like, you know, because my idea is I'm going to take things one day at a time, and roll with the punches, take what comes to me, and live. You know, and be happy. Just try to get happy again. Derek, I see from Damovazix. Who in the fuck are you? Whoa, okay, relax, pal. I just don't know who you are. Just joined the stream. Oh, hi. I don't recognize the name. Hi. Welcome to the stream. I was actually just wondering if I knew you. If I would know you from anywhere. I don't. That's because I just joined. I just didn't recognize the name, sir. I'm sorry. You might. Yeah, I mean, if you just. Damovezix, thank you for following. If you just joined, hi, welcome. I mostly just talk on here. So what are we talking about here? I'm actually answering questions in my Discord that my Discord people can ask me about just me. It's just a Q&A. It's a Q&A. Just answering questions about games I play, hobbies, life experiences, things like that. ASL. If you mean American Sign Language, I don't speak much American Sign Language, but I do want to learn it. Actually, just at my work today. No, guess you're too. Oh, age, sex, location. Well, first of all, I am taken, so we don't want to do anything there. But 22, male, and I'm in Northeast Ohio. But yeah, I am taken. So, wasn't asking you out on a date. I was just wondering. I just didn't want to cover my bases there. You know, because usually in my line of work, when I've seen age, sex, location before, it usually is when somebody's sitting on you. Sorry. Anytime I saw that, it usually meant, you know, somebody was. Is that office pop ceiling? Yes, it is. Actually, quite interesting. It's interesting you noticed that. Yes, I have popcorn ceiling. In this, I'm not in an office, if you're wondering, but I am in a space that is built like an office. When I moved down here, I had to do all the electrical wiring. I had to put in all the electrical outlets and shit. So, you know, fun things. But yeah. Party pants. Do I have any question? So I have a question from Christy in the chat, in the Discord. Sorry. Speaking of, aside from writing, what kind of hobbies would you like to pick up? I already have quite a few hobbies. I do write quite a lot. I write poetry. I write fiction. I do a lot of fan fiction, but also, we're actually going to talk about this in the video I'm going to be posting on my YouTube. We're going to be talking about this. I am a fan. Could you read us some poetry? Yes, I could. Once I answer this question, I can read you guys some poetry I wrote. Aside from writing, what kind of hobbies do you like to pick up? I'm getting into woodworking. I've been a fan of woodworking and carpentry for a while here, but ever since like 6th, 7th grade, I've been doing woodworking and metalworking. But I am actually getting into woodworking now on stream because I have purchased a Gibson Explorer guitar kit that we are going to be building on stream. And I'm going to be building on stream for you guys, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. I'm also going to be posting videos of it on YouTube. I like to see you work some wood. Yeah. Um, but but yeah. Yeah, I want to pick up that. I also want to pick up playing guitar, but I can already play a bunch of instruments. You guys know this. I'm a guitarist. Play guitar, bass, drums, keyboard, piano. I clarinet, saxophone, uh, vibraphone, marimba, steel drums, drum kits. I can sing a bit. I am a one-man band. Yes. Yeah. Is there anything I can't play? Actually, anything that's brass. I'm not good at brass instruments. Not good at trumpet, not good at trombone. Um, I can get tones out of them, but I'm not as good as those as I am on. Or also, I can't play flute. But pretty much anything with a reed or anything that you bang on, or anything you pluck, strum, bang on, or play with a reed. Pretty much. I can also play a little bit of violin. I'm not that good at violin, but I've been learning. My mom was in orchestra. My mom played piano. My mom played violin and piano. All the way up through high school, but and I actually started in college as a music major, but I stopped doing that, went into English. I see. I'd like to. Could you read us some poetry? I can do that. Yeah. Where is my poetry? Where is the stuff I submitted to Copper Nickel? By the way, I just got my message back from Copper Nickel, which is a. Do you know how you were conceived? I do know that I was an accident. Or that I wasn't expected. So yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's kind of a joke. I make jokes about it a lot. In fact, when my mom was pregnant with me, my brother, who is 14 years older than me, they were at the mall with my brother down in Orlando, and when my mom had this, my mom was like sat him down at the food court and was like, we have something to tell you guys, and my brother starts crying before even being told anything. And my mom's like, why are you crying? And he goes, I know what you're going to say. And she goes, what am I going to say? And she goes, you have cancer. And I was like, no. I was like, no. You're having a brother. You're gonna be a brother. And let's just say my brother. So before I was even born, my brother thought I was cancer. My brother thought I was cancerous before I was even born. So that's a story I like to tell. It's actually a story I'm going to be putting in a book I'm writing, in a memoir I'm planning on writing. Yeah, let me see if I can find some poetry that I've written. Where's Word? I'll find something that isn't insanely dark. God, all these be dark as shit. I'll read this one. I'll go with this one. This is a poem I wrote. I was inspired to write this one by Talking Heads frontman David Byrne, and it's called Heaven. It's named after one of his songs, and the first line of it is a quote from the chorus of that song. So it goes something like this. Heaven is a place where nothing ever happens. That's the quote. It's a place where you're watched every day by a group so disgusting that every time they show up, they have to preface their preachings of goodwill with the words, "Be not afraid." And hell is a place where every day is Thursday, so the weekend never comes, and you slave day after day after day on a treadmill, going nowhere at the speed of life towards an inevitable fate that never comes because you're in hell. And limbo is a place where you're forced to make a living with an arts degree. Truly a fate worse than death, I say. I should mention my poetry doesn't fit with rhyme or meter. I'm more of a beat poet, a slam poet. I have another one called An Untitled Message Found on a Career Suicide Note. I'm just gonna read this one. This one's kind of dark, but I'm gonna go through this one, and then I'll also read what is it? I'll read the one Laramie class of '98 because I want that one posted on YouTube. So we're actually gonna record that one. This is An Untitled Message Found on a Career Suicide Note by Derek Watterson. Am I even here anymore? I don't feel like it. I feel like the majority of my life left as backwash flowing down the bottom of a bottle of pills, of booze, whatever I did. Do I even have a spot in this division anymore? Or should I relinquish my spot to someone much more worthy of carrying the torch than me? And why does everyone disagree with the voices in my head? Because I thought hindsight was 20/20. My role models became my source of self-hatred. Every bridge I see today burns hotly in front of me. I know I've fucked up. And I can't apologize by myself, for myself, to myself. Fuck me, I hate sadness. But I hate being sad even more. These walls in my soul are more than birdhouses. They are a prison. Yeah, some dark shit, I know, but it's good. I thought it was good. Parents liked it. The crowd I read it to for the first time liked it. When I read it on stage, they enjoyed it. Here's the one I wrote and submitted. Here's one of the ones I wrote and submitted to the Coppernickel, which is the international writing, which is the National Writing Journal of the University of Colorado in Denver. And this is the one I'm actually going to record. So we're going to start recording here. So this is a poem I wrote last year and submitted to the Coppernickel Journal of University of Colorado, Denver. It got rejected, but I'm okay with that because this was my first time ever submitting something to a national writing journal, national arts journal, and I thought it might get in, but you know, you do success, you do you know, stumble, success, right? In the words of Dan Povenmire. So I'm gonna read it to you. It's called Laramie, class of '98. And it's about a guy by the name of Matthew Shepard, who was a gay man in Laramie, Wyoming, who was in Laramie, Wyoming, who was kidnapped at a gay bar, taken to a field, handcuffed to a fence, and beaten to death by two men simply because he was gay. And I wrote a poem in his honor, and also as a message, as a warning almost. So here it is, Laramie class of 98. I shoot a flaming thought into the sky. My face burns from pistol whips, hands crying, eyes grasping for a life that's leaving and taking the kids. What happens next after this? I know we cash out and go home, but where is home? Why must I lay dying in Laramie? I die for one more day of your life, kill for one more swig of your peace, and weep my blood to see your smile one more time. But instead, I'm dying here in Laramie. Your arms are my home as Vesuvius burns. Historians will say we were just roommates or best friends forever, but we know goddamn well what we were before I died in Laramie. They'll riot for the guilty in this world, but they won't even remember my name, let alone burn a flag in the street or kneel for me. But I will ensure you when you see me but I will ensure you do when you see me rotting here after I die in Laramie. Once you see me battered here, chained to a fence in a field like a starving old dog as death's carnations strangle me with my own lungs, I will think a prayer for you as my last arsonist thought makes Yellowstone erupt and God's tears scorch the earth on our behalf. And then I'll die in Laramie. Yeah. So, poetry. I'm going to end the stream here, guys, but I'm going to be recording a video for you guys. If you got guys on Discord, you can continue to talk. I'll be sending you guys some instruments on Discord. Thank you to Demo Vesix for following. Hope you enjoy. Hope you follow me. Hope you see me on YouTube. Hope you join the Looney Submarine on YouTube. I'm also on YouTube as Derek Watterson Productions. So go check me out there. Otherwise, see you guys. We'll have some fun in the Discord. But see you guys. Thank you.